Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown in Moultrie, Georgia, with some cash commodity commentary for Friday. It's about 10 after 3 Eastern Time. Market's really very two-sided today. A lot of the markets were financial markets as well. I think a lot of people were unfortunately fixated on the tragedy, the terrorist event up in Boston, and the markets really didn't gyrate all that much today. Now, I don't mean to imply that the tragedy of that terrorist event had any financial repercussions, but on the other hand, who wants to buy anything not knowing that something else could happen this weekend? So a lot of things were not necessarily on the defensive side, but just sort of like holding steady and we'll stay like we are. At any rate, cotton today tried to stage a rally and just couldn't get any act together. Old crop's been under some pressure. New crop rallied back to 8,600, but then promptly fell 100 points, fractionally closing higher on the day. There's been talk, pardon me, all week that China may not only sell some more domesticated stocks to her textile mills, but maybe some of those stocks were cotton that was imported in 2011. And what do I know? But it sounds like to me that that would be cotton they'd want to hold on to, or they have been holding on to. So maybe that's no longer the case. We'll see. Corn for the week, though, December cotton down about 100 points. Old crop cotton down about 200 points from last week. Corn today traded higher, of course, cold and wet in the Midwest in a lot of areas. On the other hand, that's something of a two-edged sword because they're getting moisture in the ground. So if we ever get that planting window, then certainly they can get that corn crop in. For the week, however, new crop corn was down about 6 cents basis to September. So I guess it could have been a lot worse, but it could have been a lot better for the same token. Wheat also is another market that could have done better. It was down for the week roughly about 4 cents. Despite the fact we've had all this adverse weather, we've had these cold temperatures, we've had some poor emergence, and wheat is above $7, but you would think it would try to get up stronger than that. 720 is a big resistance area. If we can get that out, we may have a shot of running up a little bit. We'll see. Soybeans very strong yesterday, completely the opposite today. New crop beans down 10 cents for the week. Beans are down about 15 cents on the new crop. So the thinking is if the longer we're delayed on the corn, then the more acres we'll see in the beans. And frankly, the more acres we might see in cotton. But for the beans, they just cannot seem to rally, despite the fact soybean meal's been strong, despite the fact there's 60 to 80 days wait on getting any beans out of South America. So a lot of choppiness today. We'll see if we can unravel it into next week. If you have any questions or comments, of course, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.